Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Abuse Entertainment. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be speaking about Zahara. She's hospitalized and is alleged in ICU right now as we're speaking. So this whole thing came as umkosi actually, because now the person that leaked this whole thing, it's like they were not even given any permission to do so, and it was just giving them umkosi vibes. So it is all alleged that actually she's suffering from the liver, and it's actually bad to the extent that she was hospitalized as far as last week already. And for now she's been going on and being sick, and to the point where she got worse, and then she was moved to the ICU. Now when you're talking about that, still it is alleged that actually she doesn't even have a medical aid. Now people are actually panicking right now, saying that okay, if Zahara doesn't have a medical aid, we know what does that mean in South Africa when you're not having a medical aid. Already the public hospital itself, just when you are there for a headache, it's a nightmare. So now when you're there with something complicated as a liver, it's something that is very, very bad for you, because now many people, when they go to a public hospital, actually they don't even come back. It's that worse. There are people that are actually saying that if they take their person to the public hospital, they never come back, even if it was for minor thing. Now when you're talking about Zahara, the sensation, she doesn't have a medical aid, as it is said. If it's true, this whole thing means bad news for her, because now being in ICU like that, maybe she'll be taken care of because she's a star. She's not just your normal citizen. But actually people are actually worried for that factor, that she doesn't have a medical aid. Maybe she would be better if she was going to the private sector, which of maybe people wouldn't panic so much. But now when you're talking about this whole thing, thankfully she still has someone around her, which of it's known as a fiance, shall I say, because now many people, when they're going through a lot as she is going through, they don't have anybody. You're having someone who is having a fiance, and then when things go bad, they're no longer there. But it is said that her fiance actually is the one who's putting things very tight, making sure there's no one who's going manga business around her. But this whole person who's keeping the story, giving it to us as people that Zahara is actually hospitalized, is someone who just linked it, because now the family doesn't want it to be linked, and the fiance was making sure that no one is actually coming closer to her except her true friends. So now we've known Zahara to be living a reckless life nowadays. She's no longer the same Zahara that we had when she was staying with the Nzas and stuff like that. So she's actually a changed person now. She's been giving the booze life for quite a long time now, and this whole thing of her being sick like this, like that, people are saying that they just hope that this whole thing, the factor is not her drinking too much. And then she's always had a reason for drinking too much, because now, she's lost her sister, her dear sister. She's been saying that she can't get over her death. So now it's like she's been living in this drum thing, as in, okay, I'm in this mess. I can't see my life progressing. Even the little hope that she got from the fiance, actually, things were starting to be a little bit, but we know Zahara these days, we know her for drinking too much. Now, when we're talking about someone who's suffering from the liver, obviously it is not good news for a person who's suffering from liver, who was living the lifestyle that she's been living, because she hasn't been someone who's ashamed about the lifestyle that she's been living. Drinking too much, obviously her job is demanding her, putting a performance the whole night, somewhere out there in the cold, or you have to really stand on your feet the whole night and stuff like that, but you're suffering from liver. Because now, here's the thing, with a liver, to be also taking you to ICU, that means you are someone who's been sick. Maybe she even knew that she's suffering from liver complications, but here she is now in hospital because of this whole thing of liver thing. Now people are actually worried about this whole thing, because now when we're talking about her being there with this liver thing, we've seen her drinking the way that she was drinking. People are actually thinking that may it not be the end of her, because now, truth be told, not many people are actually coming back from ICU, especially with liver complications, not unless something is done quickly, as it has been said actually that she may need a transplant from this liver complication thing. So now, I mean, I don't know. There's so much that is happening around this story. Now, when we're talking about her also, before this whole thing, obviously, she's someone who's been battling for many weeks or years, shall I say, talking about how DJ Spoo actually took some money from her. She hasn't been paid enough. Meanwhile, DJ Spoo is actually coming back saying that I gave her whatever was due to her. So now this whole thing of her talking about that there are things that are still owed to her. I mean, she misused everything. Is it true? Because now, as it has been said right now, she doesn't even have a medical aid, allegedly. So is it still DJ Spoo's fault that she doesn't even have a medical aid? Are we still there? Because now Zahara moved on. She made a new album under other new people. You know, it was something very completely different. Hence, I'm saying that she's actually living a different lifestyle that she was living when she was still with the DJ's booth and stuff like that. So now, people that are still talking about DJ's boo is to be at fault about this whole thing of Zahara shutting down the livers and stuff like that. I don't think it's still relevant, but then when she says that someone, obviously Zahara is not someone who's mentally sick. I mean, so she knows that actually it's true, according to her truth, that DJ Spoo is actually owing her some money. But now here's the thing, should anything happen to Zahara, obviously people are so gonna come for DJ Spoo, talking about how he's owing her. This whole thing won't be about necessarily Zahara's health and whatever that will be happening to her. It will always come and drag DJ Spoo. And I don't see, because already there are people right now who are talking about her being in hospital relevant to how DJ Spoo has treated her and stuff like that. But now they're forgetting that we've seen Zahara living her life recklessly, because now, I mean, she was reckless, I mean, before this whole thing of hospital. So we can't say that we're hiding the truth, that she's someone who's actually reckless when it comes to her health. So to actually drag someone else, I don't think it's appropriate. Though other people are just actually saying that they just want to pray for her, and others actually thinking of opening a trust fund for her, actually to cover her medical bills and stuff like that. But we'll see where will this whole thing lead. We just wish her a speed recovery. I mean, people sometimes go to hospital and come back. So we believe that she will be one of those who will be recovering and having the blast of performances this December. So we don't know. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.